On this week's episode, we ask you a question, why the water you're drinking may actually be harmful to your health, and as the drug-free pharmacist, my top 3 categories and recommendations of supplements as we age. Hello, I'm Billy Weiss, and I want to welcome you to the Lifestyle Construction Show. This week is episode 7. We want to start this week a little different and want to ask a question. Have you ever tried to diet or make lifestyle changes to better yourself? If so, you found yourself maybe going back to your old habits just a few weeks later, what would be the number one factor that caused you to go back to your old ways? If you'll please comment and let us know, that would be great. Thanks. All right, so before I get to today's first question about why I prefer Kangen water over other ionized waters, I'd like to start with just a few things that we might need to know about water in general first. There has been over 315 chemical pollutants found in American water systems in the past several years. So the first thing we need to think about is we certainly need a water that can be purified in some way as to not to have all these different pollutants in it. Many of these pollutants are totally unregulated and can be in any quantities that are there. There's no EPA regulations or anything against any amounts being there. So that's the first thing that we really need to think about. Is we talk a lot in lifestyle construction about the quality of everything that goes in our body. Certainly water is the healthiest drink that we can have, but we need to make sure that the quality is there and we're not filling ourselves with pollutants. Many of them are carcinogenic and they can lead to cancers and other disease processes. So the first thing I want to think about is make sure we're drinking good, clean, quality water, whatever type it is. And unfortunately, most bottled waters are not a whole lot better. Many are just tap water put in a bottle. And most of the bottles contain BPA or bisphenol A, which is a chemical that acts as an estrogen in our body and can create havoc also. Some reports even say that the average bottle of water is 2 years old before it gets into the consumer's hands. So those are certainly things that I think we want to avoid.
Lithographer asks, why Kangen water over other types of ionized water?
I prefer to use Enagic Kangen water over all the other ionized water systems that I'm aware of for a myriad of reasons. First of all, they have been producing these medical devices in Japan, not in the United States, but they've been producing these medical devices in Japan since 1974. So they certainly have a long track record, and they are a medical device, so they have to go through stringent standards. Enagic Corporation that makes the Kangen water, they have a trademark on that, and those particular machines are every part and piece, everything is made in-house by Enagic. They use no outside sources for any parts or pieces. They use solid plates, titanium plates coated with platinum. They don't use mesh plates. They just really don't cut corners. But the biggest reason that I like to use Kangen water over the other waters is that I have about 12 years or so experience with them. And the results have just been amazing. I literally have thousands of people who have come in and gotten Kangen water from me that I give away in the process of these years, and they've had amazing results. Many have been able to combine that with different supplements and the lifestyle construction program certainly. And again, people are coming off their meds, their ailments have become better, they're working with their physicians, and we just see amazing results from it. In addition to that, I did some research with a PhD from Cornell University, and we took the Enagic Kangen water machine and compared it to 5 leading so-called competitors. And what we quickly found was there really are no competitors. Kangen water is an antioxidant, or it has antioxidant potential that is greater than any of the other machines that were tested. Kangen water certainly is alkaline, as almost all ionized water would be, but Kangen water just had the ability to maintain its properties longer and at a better quality than all the other competitors. So there's a lot of reasons that I prefer Kangen over the other. One is I'm familiar with it, and two is the results have just been phenomenal. So thanks for the question.
Cindy asks, do your supplement needs change as you age?
Cindy, thanks. That's a great question, and one that I love to hear people ask and love to answer. The first thing that I want to think about as people are aging, as we are aging, is that the first thing I want to protect is my brain. We certainly want our brains to function as well as possible, and we know as we age that the transmissions and things in the brain may not work as well as they used to, but there's certainly some things that we can add to our daily routine that can help maintain this brain function at a high level late into our age, okay? So the first thing we want to think about is getting good quality fats into our brain. And the first thing that I think about there is really high quality krill oil. Pharmaceutical grade on all our supplements, of course. Certified good manufacturing practice only. The highest quality, not the things that you can just go to any store and buy. So keep that in mind. So krill oil for the brain and a very high quality MCT oil or medium chain triglyceride oil, because the brain is made up basically of fat and water. And when we give the body good fat, like from krill oil, or good quality MCT oils, we see that the transmissions certainly work better. Lots of research on Alzheimer's patients given high quality fat, and they can have some significant improvements in their condition. So number one, I want to make sure that my brain works. Number two, I want to preserve my lean body mass or my lean muscle mass. And there's certainly two supplements that can help us do that. Number one is lean quality protein. Of course, if we're following the lifestyle construction plan, we're eating plenty of quality protein and fats, but certainly a good quality whey non-GMO supplement that is from grass-fed cows, like we discussed in a previous episode, would be a great source to try to maintain that muscle mass. And number two would be a supplement called coenzyme Q10. CoQ10 is huge for muscle production and keeping lean muscle working properly. As a matter of fact, many research studies show that it's about 1/3 of the energy source for every cell in the body, but specifically for muscle cells. And when we're thinking about lean muscle, one muscle that we really need to keep working well is our heart. So if I can protect my brain and my heart, that's a great place to start. And then last but not least, the third category that I think about with supplements as we age is certainly sleep. As we age, it seems that our sleep patterns can be disrupted from a lot of different reasons: stress, poor diet, poor lack of exercise. I mean, all these different factors can play a part. So we need to make sure that we're sleeping very well. That's one of the 5 pillars of the lifestyle construction program, is rest and recovery. There's certainly things that we can do there. We have an awesome magnesium product that can certainly help with rest and relaxation. It has over 350 positive functions in the body, and it's a cellular magnesium and not just a laxative magnesium like many on the market. Then there are a couple other things that we can go to if magnesium doesn't create the nice restful sleep that we're looking for. We can add melatonin, which is the body's natural hormone for sleep, and that production can certainly go down as we age. And the third thing that we look at a lot is valerian root. Valerian root's a very calming root. We use organic valerian root, and that combination, or one of the three or two of the three, sometimes occasionally we'll have to go to all three for folks, but usually the magnesium and or the melatonin will do the trick. Valerian's kind of our third option if necessary. So thanks for the question, Cindy. That's an awesome question. Thanks so much for being here for episode 7. As always, please help us to get this information to the people who will benefit from this. And so make sure that you share our videos as much as possible, like us on Facebook, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel and send us your questions so that we can help you get the information for your optimal health.